EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check 48's the mic.
Okay, over here.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins, huh?
Plant.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hey, alert 48.
Rodgers now on first down. And left side here, it's Graham.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
You got 3 down. 3 down. Mike 48. Mike 48.
Yeah.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Lets this one. He's got it at the 15. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let's get some penetration.
Go ahead,
Go. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Throw it!
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Oh, he breaks another. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, check, check.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, we're all going.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Green 18.
54, Mike 54. And watch your leg.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Antoine Woods able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Good job.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, kill.
Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They will run with Grant. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check 3, check 3. Run right. Show it up.
Yeah, live. Hey, Charlie.
148.
Protein spill.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Mike 54.
Box it.
Mike 54.
Look at you.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On second down, it's Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Plant.
Comes to me, it's me. Check 48's the Mike. Check.
Throwing is Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Mike 54. Mike 54. In your face.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. What we got? What we got? What we got?
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
Mike 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Go. Get out there. Get out there.
He's the mark. He's the mark. Not today, you are. Not today.
Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Grant. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. Over. Here we go.
They go back to the ground with Williams. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Watch twist.
Check the backer.
Back one.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Hey, 258.
Let's go. Here we go.
Get 300.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now? Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
We'll go 47.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott, he finds his man. It's Austin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Austin's got it left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal.
42. Here we go. 42. 42.
Prescott now. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. But now it's third and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. Prescott to throw it. And he's got it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, Rodgers steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
319.
54 Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Rodgers looking to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set it up. 158.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I know he ain't got it. Check.
Hey, 88. 399.
Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And some room to maneuver. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Boom.
Mike's by 4. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, seam 6.
Wild Bill.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Marr now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Green 18. 54. Right, 54. Watch the car. Watch the car. Green 18. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey, 88. 88. 88.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, left side completion to Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
From the gun, Rodgers. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack, Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go!
Mike 54. All day, play. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get him, get it.
Rodgers operating from the gun. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. This is Grant. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
To throw is Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. On first down, Grant. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check 15, check 15.
Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He can't hang.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Go, get out there, get out there. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get in. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Swerve to hey. 36. 26.
A handoff left to Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
There you go. Go ahead,
You got nothing to run. You got to go kill.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 24, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. This is Freeman on first and 10. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 23-yard run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On second down now, it's Elliott, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Pollard going to try the right side. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On third down, it's Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Falcons take over first down.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
X3, 218, jump. Get out.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 47-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come to school.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, it's Freeman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
We got three, Bravo. 48, Mark, 48, 21.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go play action now. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. 48 right now. Let's go. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back. Hey, son. 48.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He finds his man. It's Austin. Shifts by him at the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. That's complete to his tight end, Paulson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
20.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan, and he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 36-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, and the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan, he's going to let it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. I got you, boy. Deuce.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Under.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Well, Prescott here to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Ready, back 25. 54. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. 39. Got it.
Slam.
51, sub. 22.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they work this out past the 25. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.